So this is going to be my vlog of my solo trip around Turkey. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I may end up flying back to UK after Turkey, or I might end up going somewhere else. This trip is completely open. I've never done vlogging like this before, you know, showing my face. It's nothing I've ever done really much on social media. So it's going to be a brand new experience for me, walking around with my camera out. I'm going to get some weird looks, especially in Turkey, I can imagine, but we'll see how it goes. I might end up recording a lot. I might be having a great time and end up forgetting to record half of my trip. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what to expect. I have no real plans. I haven't booked a hostel yet, although I do have somewhere in mind. So we will see what happens. So this is my travel bag here. This is what I use for flying, just to save the costs. So it just goes as hand luggage. And I have to put all of this in the bag. So I take lots of t-shirts. I got a few sports shirts as well in there, which allows me to do some running and sporting activities, or it's good for hot days. Hay fever tablets, got some masks, although we're open in UK, I don't know about the countries I'll be visiting to, so I take two different types. The FP2 mask, Italy still requires these in certain places, and they're a bit of a pain and expensive to get out there, so it's best taking them out. I also have plugs, a USB one. I do use my laptop, but this is quite useful if you're trying to charge multiple things at once, and then you've got your typical EU converter. Earplugs as well. Sometimes at hostels they have these for free. This is actually a free pair I picked up, but just in case I'm sleeping in a large dorm or there's someone snoring very loudly. Hat, sunglasses. Going to a hot country, Turkey, so, you know, looking at about 30 degrees, so it's important to be protected from the sun. You don't want to get burnt. Shoes. I often wear my walking boots because they're the bigger ones, and when these go in my bag, I stuff the insides with anything I can just to create some more space and make sure no space is wasted. I got my party hat there. I got as well several shorts. I normally sleep in these ones. Walking boots. Got my pants there, socks, towel, and swimming trunks, and also have jumper and coat. As well, I never take toothpaste or body wash because it just uses up extra space and you're only allowed a certain amount of milliliters in the airport. I think this is going to be my current plans for Turkey. So starting in Istanbul here, then I'm going to go down to the coast, get some nice beach weather. It's been a while. So there's a few places I've marked here. For example, the Greek Theatre. So that's somewhere I'm planning to visit. The Acropolis as well, and there's another city here, and then you can actually hike this coast here. Whether I'll be doing that, I'm not too sure yet. There's another hiking area up here, and then this beautiful part here, and then working my way back in a big loop. This is my laptop I used to carry. It's very, very thin, which is nice, so it doesn't take up much space. I always put it at the top of my bag. So then just when I go through airport security, I can take my laptop out and I don't leave it in my bag and won't be causing a queue at the airport. Another great thing about this laptop is if I press this button here, the screen clicks out and then you have a tablet. So I can use this for movies or touchscreen or learning Spanish. So my plan is going to take a flight from London Gatwick all the way to Sofia in Bulgaria, which is just here. My flight gets in at about 3:30 in the morning, which is a bit of a pain. So I have a few hours to kill before I can get the first train, which will take me from the airport into Sofia. And then I will take a bus, which takes me all the way to the capital of Turkey, where I will begin my trip. And people ask, why don't I fly straight into Turkey? Well, it was a lot more of an expensive flight. It's easier for me to fly to Sofia and then take a bus to Turkey. And that bus takes about 10 hours, so I'm hoping I can sleep in the day. But also I think this could be quite a nice journey. Bulgaria is a very nice place and Scenery is always lovely there. Another thing I like to do is mark my locations. So for example, I was recently in Romania. So if you look at Cebu here, I have the hearts for places I went, and then often the flags, other areas, clubs, bars, and places that I didn't get a chance to visit during my time there. So I finally arrived in Sofia. I have landed. It's about 4 AM. The main station's straight in front of me, but unfortunately the trains aren't running, which I was aware of at this time, and the buses aren't very frequent either. Turns out Google Maps was wrong. I can't take the bus, so I'm gonna have to wait another half an hour till 5 AM where I can get the metro, but it should actually take me direct to the bus station where I need to go. Maybe I'll see a sunrise or something. And I love this little dome they put here. It's really nice. I came here a few times before, and it was just like sunrise or sunset, and it was just overlooking the airport. It was quite nice. But feeling awake, good vibes, excited to get this trip started. I also ended up taking this pretty cool shot while I was waiting for the train. We made it onto the train. So I'm at one of the main metro stations of Sofia, and I recently had a tour here actually last time I was in Sofia. And one thing I really liked was this church here. So you can see they kind of built the modern city higher up, but they've kept the traditional church here on the lower ground and haven't touched it at all. You can see how the city is a lot higher up, and you can see how far the church goes down here. This is a very old church here. Over there in the distance here, this is one of the Turkish mosques. You can tell just by the design of it and the colours on the bricks. This is the Museum of Sofia. When I was here just a few months ago, there was snow everywhere, and this pool was not open either, the waterfall. It used to be baths, like in Budapest, heated baths, but they turned it into a museum, but I think it has better use as baths. Another thing you got famous in Bulgaria, pigeons, but also the water here is from the Vitosha mountains, and it comes straight down from the mountains, and it's extremely good to drink, very clean water, very good for you, and they have them all around the city. This is one of the biggest fountain stations in Sofia. Lots of people fill up water here. You can see it's quite steamy. That's because it's a little bit warm. When I was doing one of the tours here, it was a very cold day, and everyone was warming up their hands with these. It's such a nice time to be walking around at this time of day. Normally I'm too hangover or don't have the energy to be getting up at 5-6 AM. But it's lovely just walking around. Everyone's so quiet and peaceful. But I'm sure it won't be for long. But I got a 15-minute walk, and then I will get to my bus station.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true.
Bulgaria has a very low wage out here. Yeah, it's one of the countries where I've never seen so many casinos. I mean, I noticed it before, down every other street, on every single billboard. Even the taxi driver I was in once, he was gambling on something. And it makes you think, how much of people's wage are going onto casinos?
Stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls, cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all, if you're patient and soon it can...
This is really nice. This was £1.54, which is about 3.5 Bulgarian currency. And it finally made it onto the bus, so now I'm here for 9 hours. Next video, I cross the borders into Turkey. Will it be a smooth ride, or will I have challenges to face?